Hi everyone, Samantha here from Holistic Wellness, online nutritionist helping women lose weight and balance their hormones with delicious food. I am so excited to share a delicious chocolate bark recipe with you today. I am a baking enthusiast and I love getting creative in the kitchen, and this chocolate bark is the simplest recipe you can ever make, and it's going to be perfect for the holidays. So let me show you exactly how to make this. So I got a little bit creative, and instead of getting all kinds of different nuts and seeds and dried fruits, I went and picked up some granola. So this is from Hippie Snacks. It is organic, non-GMO, and gluten-free, and it's a blend of puffed quinoa and almonds and flax seeds, and there's a little bit of maple syrup in here and some coconut sugar and apples, so dried apples. So I just went and picked up a delicious granola. It's a maple quinoa, and what I did was I laid this out onto some parchment paper. So I'm just gonna spread this out roughly onto my parchment paper, and then I'm gonna pour some melted chocolate onto it. Simple, the easiest bark ever. So instead of having to go and buy all these different nuts and seeds and all these different ingredients, just go get yourself some delicious granola and lay it out on some parchment paper. So to this, I am actually going to add a little bit of organic shredded unsweetened coconut. So I love coconut. I'm just going to sprinkle this around on my parchment paper. I love chocolate and coconut together. It's so delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit more of the granola. And remember, this is bark, so you're just pouring on chocolate. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're gonna end up breaking this apart into pieces and into chunks. So the point is not for it to look perfect. Okay, so that's that for our sort of filling. And then we're going to pour on some chocolate. So I have a double boiler here. I already melted some chocolate. So I took a tablespoon of coconut oil and I melted that down, and I added in whatever chocolate I had on hand. So I had 2 bars of the 70% organic dark chocolate. So I melted both bars with half a cup of mini chocolate chips. I really like the Enjoy Life chocolate chips. There's no soy, they're dairy free. What else? They're free of peanuts, tree nuts, soy, and milk. So I really, really love them. A really great brand. So I used half a cup of the mini chocolate chips and then 2 packs of 70% organic dark chocolate. You don't have to use 70%. You can use whatever chocolate is your favorite and that you like. So I melted down the chocolate with a tablespoon of coconut oil. The coconut oil just actually adds this really nice smoothness, if that's even a word. It makes it nice and smooth and creamy, and that's what you want. It makes the texture of the chocolate just really nice and smooth, so it makes it really great for pouring on. Okay, so this is already nice and melted, and now I'm just simply going to pour it on top. And you really want to just spread it out fairly evenly. Okay, so you want to pour your chocolate on, make sure that all the granola is covered, make sure all the chocolate is in there, and then you're gonna pop this in your freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes until it hardens, and then take it out and we're gonna break it into bark. It's gonna be delicious. So it's been about 30 minutes and I just pulled the chocolate bark out of the freezer, and now it's time to break it apart. Super easy. This is where you get your hands a little bit dirty. So you can use a knife if you want, or you can just use your hands. This is nice and frozen. It's a nice big block, and you're just simply going to break it apart. You're gonna get a little bit chocolatey on your fingers, which is all good. And that's it. Look how easy this is. This is literally 2 ingredients, chocolate and granola. That's all you need. And if you want to add a little bit of coconut oil when you're melting your chocolate, go for it, because it's going to give it that nice texture and make it nice and smooth. And if you are strapped for time and you're heading out to a holiday party or some type of event and you got to bring a dessert, go for this one, because it literally is going to take you 30 minutes. So you're just going to break this into bark, and you can get a nice little container and store this in a container and then keep it in your freezer, and it's just gonna last you for months. gonna get a lot of chocolate on your hands. It's so delicious. It is literally the easiest recipe to make, and just choose really good quality ingredients, because then you won't feel so bad and so guilty when you dive into having a little bit of a sweet treat. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you guys have any questions about this recipe or any comments, don't hesitate to post them below. There are also tons of easy and delicious gluten-free recipes over on my site at holisticwellness.ca. Thanks so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see your chocolate bar creations. Chat soon, guys. Bye.